Forget the election. The battle for the Supreme Court is one of the most important in America. It won't just affect people's lives for a few years, but for generations. On the 18th of September 2020, Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, and her spot on the Supreme Court of the United States became vacant. This was a big shock to politics in America, as a replacement needed to be appointed. And the person who got to nominate a replacement was President Donald Trump. Before she died, Ruth Bader Ginsburg asked for her position to be filled after the election. But sticking to that wish would mean Donald Trump missing out on one of the most influential and lasting decisions a president can make. As the highest court in the land, it has the final say on any laws which are brought into question. It interprets the Constitution, which are the core principles on which America is based. And more crucially, its 9 justices serve for life. So once you're on the Supreme Court, you'll stay on it until you die. Holding a seat is one of the most powerful positions in the country. Political leanings can massively impact the decisions someone makes. As it stands, the court is split with 5 conservative judges and 3 liberal, with 1 spot left to fill. And the appointment of a new member is an opportunity to cement those beliefs into laws for years to come. So who was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and what did she stand for?
It was exhilarating to help bring down the barriers that, in Justice Brennan's words, put women less on a pedestal than in a cage.
She was a liberal icon, a heroine to the American left after overcoming entrenched sexism. She was a fierce advocate for women's rights and delivered landmark laws on abortion, same-sex marriage, immigration, and healthcare. She fought against loosening of gun laws, viewing the Second Amendment as a relic of the past. So how about President Trump's nominee?
Today it is my honor to nominate one of our nation's most brilliant and gifted legal minds to the Supreme Court.
Amy Coney Barrett is a devout Catholic and a conservative. She's a judge and has been a professor of law at Notre Dame Law School. She would also be the youngest Supreme Court justice, and based on average life expectancy of US women, would probably serve around 30 years. In short, it's a massive chance for Donald Trump to leave a mark well past his term as president.
And do you think we should take the president at his word when he says his nominee will do the right thing and overturn the Affordable Care Act?
I can't really speak to what the president has said on Twitter. I'm not here on a mission to destroy the Affordable Care Act.
But Amy Coney Barrett's past judgments show an almost uniformly conservative voting record in cases touching on abortion, gun rights, discrimination, and immigration. And there are many who believe her appointment could be a threat to democratic values.
President Trump is attempting to roll back Americans' rights for decades to come.
But a common defense is not to assume how new judges will vote on the Supreme Court, as members don't always vote the way their history suggests.
Now, for our part, I would never presume how Judge Amy Coney Barrett would rule on the Supreme Court.
For example, Republican President Dwight Eisenhower appointed Earl Warren to the Supreme Court in 1953. Warren went on to preside over one of the most liberal courts in US history, championing the racial desegregation of schools and upholding the Civil Rights Act, which outlawed discrimination on the grounds of race, color, sex, and religion. Eisenhower is said to have called it the biggest damn fool mistake he ever made. So how does the process work? Well, once a candidate is nominated, they're interviewed by the Judiciary Committee. This involves the nominee being asked many questions.
We've been grappling as a nation with a lot of these issues.
Would you like to respond to that at all before I go ahead?
I'd like you just to clarify that point.
Sort of like a job interview. Then the Senate votes, either appointing or rejecting the nominee. This is an important choice because it's an opportunity to turn the political dial to the left or the right. And the appointment of Amy Coney Barrett would stack the court 6-3 to the right. And it wouldn't be possible to redress the balance until another spot became free.